Canadiens, Hannah Hill here with your Tampa Bay Lightning pregame preview. The Lightning are on game 3 of their 5-game road trip, and the Bolts are in familiar territory as they're currently in Montreal as they'll be facing off against the Montreal Canadiens tonight. The matchup that we didn't get to see during the Stanley Cup final was against Mikhail Sergachev and Jonathan Drouin. Drouin did not play in the playoffs due to personal reasons. Back in 2017, the Tampa Bay Lightning traded Jonathan Drouin to the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for Mikhail Sergachev. Drouin is seeming to lead Mikhail Sergachev in goals, and he only has 3, and Mikhail Sergachev has 2. But it seems that Mikhail Sergachev is leading Jonathan Drouin in assists and as well as points, as Sergachev currently has 11 assists, where Drouin currently only has 9. The Tampa Bay Lightning's roster has changed significantly since the Lightning have last played the Montreal Canadiens. The Lightning lost their full third line as Blake Coleman, Yanni Gourde, and as well as Barclay Goodrow all went their separate ways with different teams. However, the Lightning did add former Montreal Canadian Corey Perry to the roster and as well as Zach Bogosian. I definitely want to highlight 2 players from both teams, starting off with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Steven Stamkos, captain of the Bolts, currently has 12 goals, 15 assists, and 27 points, and he's also on a 7-game goal streak. Defenseman Victor Hedman has had quite the week, as on Monday morning he was named second star by the NHL. Within the past 5 games, he has left with 8 points. Now for the Montreal Canadiens, Tyler Toffoli of the Habs currently has 15 points, but unfortunately for the Montreal Canadiens, he'll not be playing in tonight's game as he is out with an upper body injury. The one player everyone was talking about during the Stanley Cup final and just the playoffs in general was Nick Suzuki of the Canadiens. So far this season, Nick Suzuki has 5 points, 11 assists, and 15 points. This is the matchup that all fans have been waiting for. Expect Andre Vasilevsky between the pipes, and all the action begins at 7 o'clock. Pat Maroon extended his 2-game streak as he found the back of the net early in the first period against the Montreal Canadiens. While in the Canadian zone, the Montreal Canadiens turned over the puck and leave it to Pat Maroon to do a turnaround, scoring right in the 5-hole. Nick Suzuki of the Montreal Canadiens ends up tying up the game at 1. David Savard, who played with the Lightning last season, ends up sending a clean pass right to Suzuki, and he was able to find the back of the net, getting the Montreal Canadiens their first goal in tonight's game. Jonathan Drouin, who played for the Lightning for 3 seasons before being traded to the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for Mikhail Sergachev, ended up finding the back of the net, getting the Montreal Canadiens their first lead in tonight's game. The second period might have been all Montreal Canadiens action, but in the third period, the Tampa Bay Lightning showed the Canadiens that they're the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Corey Perry, who played with the Habs last season, ends up finding the back of the net, scoring against his former team. And with only 33 seconds left in regulation, Andre Palat finds the back of the net, taking the 3-2 win over the Montreal Canadiens. The Tampa Bay Lightning take a 3-2 win over the Canadiens, and the Lightning will continue their 5-game road trip this Thursday as they'll be playing against the Toronto Maple Leafs.